Hello, what is up guys? Eman from Peso Smart PH here. Welcome sa panibagong episode. Shout out to the podcast listeners as well. I appreciate you all. Today, we're gonna discuss yung mga March dividend paying stocks. This is going to be part 1. So yung mga ex-dates ng mga stocks na included dito is from March 1 to March 15. I think that there are a couple of stocks that haven't announced their dividends yet, so I'm gonna include that sa second part ng video na ito. Let's get started. So yung first one is galing sa Cirtek Holdings Philippines Corporation. This is a preferred stock by the way. So yung stock code niya is TCB2B. So yung sector niya is industrial, mainly in electrical components and equipment. Dividend payment nila is in US dollars. That is 0.015, no? So, medyo mababa lang. So, 1 cent lang kumbaga yung kanilang dividend payment. So, that is in US dollars, no? So, medyo tataas pa ng konting value niya kapag kinonvert mo to Philippine peso. So, yung ex-date niya is March 2. Then, record date on March 5. Payment date on March 18. Yung current market price niya is $1 per share. Yung dividend yield na ibibigay niyan sa iyo is 1.5%. And yung 5-year payout ratio is not applicable since this is a preferred stock. Now we're gonna move on to the next one. Galing kay Metropolitan Bank and Trust Company or Metro Bank. Yung stock code niya is MBT. Yung sector niya is obviously financials or banks. Dividend payment is 1 peso and 3 pesos. So, dalawa yan. Yung ex-date would be on March 2 as well. Record date on March 5. Payment date on March 18. So, a friendly reminder lang, dapat makabili kayo today, no? So, maaga ko na lang ipopost itong video na ito, itong episode na ito para mas ma-inform kayo ng mas maaga kasi March 2 yung ex-date ng dalawa sa stock na included sa list na ito. So, dapat today makabili kayo kasi bukas hindi na pwede since yun na yung ex-date ng mga stocks na ito. For example, bumili ka today, you are qualified for this dividend payment, no? Yung 1 peso and 3 pesos. However, kapag ka bumili ka March 2 tomorrow, that's not included na. So, yung mga next dividend payments na doon ka na lang magka-qualify. Right, so yung current market price niya is 50.70. Yung dividend yield na ibibigay niyan sa iyo is 7.89% for 2021. So, medyo tumaas, no? Yung kanilang yield for this year. Siguro, I think, medyo bumaba na din yung prices ng stock na ito. However, yung 5-year dividend yield average niya is 2.72% lang. That's because medyo mababa talaga yung yield, no, na binibigay niya the previous years. Pero this year, medyo panalo siya. Yung 5-year payout ratio niya is 17.39%, no? So, medyo mababa. It's on the lower end of the spectrum. That's why yung yield nga niya is hindi ganun kaganda previously. Pero, ngayong 2021, medyo gumaganda, no? Next up is another preferred stock galing kay Arthaland Corporation. So, that's ALCPC. Yung sector niya is property. Then, dividend payment, 1.7319. Ex-date on March 3. Record date on March 8. Payment date on March 27. Then yung current market price niya is 110 pesos per share. And yung dividend yield na ibibigay niya sa'yo is 1.57% on a quarterly basis. So annually, that's effective 6.30%. Then yung 5-year payout ratio niya is not applicable since this one is a preferred stock. Let us now move on to the next one, which is Ayala Land Incorporated or yung stock code niya na ALI. This one is a property sector sa PSE. So yung dividend payment niya is 13 centavos or to be exact, 0.1358. Yung ex-date would be on March 5. Record date on March 10. Payment date on March 25. So yung current market price niya is 39 pesos and 5 centavos. Yung dividend yield na ibibigay niyan sa'yo is napakaliit lang, 0.35%. Yung 5-year average niya is 1.06%. So yeah, So yeah, medyo mababa lang talaga no, yung dividend yield na binibigay ni Ali, but I think it's still a good stock. Pero kung yung main reason mo is bibilin mo isang stock for their dividends, I think Ali is not the right stock for you. I think mas okay pa na mag-lean towards ka sa AREIT, no? It's like part of Ayala din, but it's AREIT. So yeah, I think that's gonna be better. It will give you better yields every year, and yeah, part pa rin naman ng Ayala. And yung 5-year payout ratio niya is 28.82%, so that is kind of low as well. Next one is coming from Philex Mining Corporation. Yung stock code niya is PX. Yung sector nitong company na to is mining and oil. Dividend payment is medyo waba lang ng 5 centavos, so that's pretty low. Pero medyo mababa lang din naman yung prices no, nitong stock na ito currently. Yung ex-date niya is March 9. Record date on March 12. Payment date on March 26. So yung current market price niya is 4.96 pesos per share. And yung dividend yield na ibibigay niyan sa'yo is 1.19%, which is pretty low as well. Yung 5-year payout ratio niya is not applicable kasi hindi available yung data on BPI Trade. I'm not sure if BPI Trade is just being wonky, but I don't know. Baka lang talaga hindi available yung data, no? As you can see here, pagka nagpunta ka sa research and then valuation, and then tama naman yung stock code ko, PX, dapat may lalabas na data. So like it's a table of a lot of stuff. Doon makikita yung mga payout ratio nila for every single year. So you can compute the 5-year average, but in this case, yun nga, hindi siya available, so hindi ko na-include dito. Alright, we're gonna move on to the next one na galing kay Concepcion Industrial Corporation. Yung stock code niya is CIC. Actually, meron akong holdings ng CIC, so this is very good for me. Yung sector niya is industrial, mainly in electrical components and equipment. Yung dividend payment is 1 peso per share. Yung ex-date would be on March 9, record date on March 12, and then payment date on April 12. So medyo matagal pa, but that's fine. Passive income pa rin yan. Current market price is 21 pesos and 10 centavos. Dividend yield would be 4.74%. Yung current 5-year average niya is 3%, so medyo tumaas to this year. Yung 5-year payout ratio niya is 40.2%. It's kind of lower-ish pa din, but it's almost 50% na, so that's good. And ito yung holdings ko currently with CIC. Nasa 1,000 shares yan. So, nasa 1,000 pesos yung ibibigay na dividend ito sa akin. But of course, net kapag ka nabawas na yung taxes. So, that's gonna be 900 pesos. So, yeah, that's pretty good. Let's move on to the next one, which is AREIT Incorporated, or yung stock code niya, AREIT. Yung sector niya is obviously property. Dividend payment for this period, this is the first quarter of 2021. That is gonna be 39 centavos per share. Ex-date on March 10. Record date on March 15. Payment date on March 25. Current market price is 33 pesos and 70 centavos. Yung dividend yield na ibibigay niyan for this particular period is 1.16%. Then yung 2020 yield niya is around 2.76%. So, let's say na laging 1% no, yung binibigay niya every quarter. So, maging 4-ish% yung yield niya effective for 2021. I hope that this trend continues kasi meron din akong konting holdings with AREIT. Yung 5-year payout ratio niya is not applicable. Wala pang data sa BPI Trade. And ito nga, meron akong konting shares as I've said. 100 shares ng AREIT. So yun, medyo tumataas na yung price niya, no? Nasa 23.22% na yung up or yung gains ko with AREIT currently. So yeah, that's very nice. Next up is galing kay BDO Unibank Incorporated. Yung stock code niya is BDO. Very convenient. Sector niya is financials or banks. Then yung dividend payment is on a quarterly basis, 30 centavos. Hindi yan lumalaki like every year. Medyo stagnant din siya. Ex-date is on March 10. Record date on March 15. And then payment date on March 25. Yung current market price niya is 105 pesos and 50 centavos. Dividend yield niya is napakababa lang, 0.28%. And then yung 5-year average niya is 1.12%. So, medyo hindi rin attractive si BDO sa mga dividend stock investors. Katulad ko, wala akong holdings with BDO. I think okay lang siya i-hold kung gusto mo lang i-preserve yung yung value ng capital mo, and then like syempre bonus na lang itong mga dividend payments. Pero kung focus mo is like highest yields, consistent dividends, you're better off with other stocks. Then yung 5-year payout ratio niya is mababa din, 18.96%. Alright, move on na tayo sa next one. Soriano Corporation. Yung stock code niya is ANS. Yung sector niya is holding firms. Dividend payment is 50 centavos per share. Ex-date on March 12. Record date on March 17. Then mababayaran kayo on April 14. Yung current market price niya is 7 pesos and 35 centavos. Dividend yield is 6.80%. Yung 5-year average niya is 5.69%. So medyo tumaas ulit this year. 5-year payout ratio niya is mababa lang Kapag ka tinaasan nila itong payout ratio nila, then grabe Isipin niyo kung gaano kataas yung dividend yield nila. So 27.37%. So I think ANS is a pretty good stock, but medyo weird lang na nag-base sila ng dividends this 2021 since hindi sila kumita, wala silang net income, so puro net losses lang sila for all the quarters, for all 3 quarters ng 2020. So it's a bit weird na they're giving out dividends. I don't know where that's coming from. I think na-discuss ko yun briefly sa previous episode natin. So yeah, if alam nyo yung reason, let me know sa comment section down below. Alright, so last stock na tayo galing sa Philippine Stock Exchange Incorporated. Yung stock code nila is PSE. Yung sector niya is obviously financials. Dividend payment is 4.23 and 3.77. Ex-date would be on March 12 as well. Same ni ANS. Record date on March 17 and payment date on April 15. Yung current market price niya is 148 pesos and 80 centavos. Dividend yield niyan is 5.38%. Yung 5-year payout ratio niya is not applicable. Hindi rin na-compute yung kanilang average dividend yield for 5 years because of this. Wala silang data to be pay trade. I'm not sure why. Katulad ng isang stock kanina na discuss natin, wala rin siyang data, yung PX, yung Philex. So yeah, unfortunately, hindi ko mabibigay yun sa inyo. But yeah, yung current dividend yield niya is okay, 5.38. Yung parang sweet spot natin dyan palagi is 5%. So I exceeded a little bit dun sa ating sweet spot. So yeah, ayan na yung list natin ng mga dividend paying stocks this coming March. So first part pa lang ito. So make sure na subscribe kayo sa channel para hindi nyo ma-miss out yung second part. Guys, we are heading towards the end of this episode. Silipin natin yung mga sources for today's video. Ano si PSE Edge, BPI Trade, Unsplash, and Jiffy. Lahat ng mga links niyan is matatagpuan sa description sa baba. And now, before we end, we have a quote galing kay Kobe Bryant. So sabi niya, I can't relate to lazy people. We don't speak the same language. I don't understand you. I don't want to understand you. Mamba mentality talaga. Alright guys, end na natin yung episode here. Sana may natutunan kayo, and if umabot kayo at the end of this video, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Huwag niyong kalimutan i-smash yung like button kasi sobrang nakakatulong yun sa algorithm ni YouTube. Masasuggest itong video na ito sa mga like-minded people na gusto ring matuto mag-invest. Thanks again for watching everyone. Stay safe. I'll see you all on the next episode. Always remember, be Peso smart.